Hello, and welcome back to the Basements for Stars. We're wrapping up the season strong. I have a couple more guests lined up that I'm super excited about. But this episode's guest is someone I've known for a long time. He is a pioneering dream pop shoegaze musician. His band, led by him and his twin brother, occupied a space at a time when very few artists dared venturing into. Blending indie rock, soundscapes, and soul music, they set the blueprint for bands and artists of future generations to come. Here's my quick chat with Danny Chavis of the Veldt. Thanks so much for doing this, man.
Yeah, no problem, man. No problem.
How's everything going today? I know you've been on tour.
We've been on tour with the Chameleons.
Yeah.
A lot with the Chameleons. Mark Burgess put us on, man, and we've been with him for the last couple of years, actually, to tell you the truth, you know?
That's right. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah. That's very cool.
So we've been really lucky. You're really lucky, you know.
That's really cool. I missed you guys the last time you were here, but
where were you? Where are you?
We moved up to the suburbs all the way in North Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we got two little kids, so it's hard getting to Brooklyn these days.
Oh, no doubt. I hear you, man. I hear you. Well, I think we're going to be back there in October for a shoegaze festival that we're putting on called I Have a Dream Pop. We're doing it with this guy from Telepathic Windows Festival out of Washington, D.C., Dave, and us and I Entertainment, another friend of ours, Laura. We're all getting together for this project. It's going to start off in Raleigh, then Richmond, Virginia, and it's going to accumulate in New York at the Film Anthology Archives at the East Village.
Oh, sick. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I think the last time I saw you guys was maybe 2009, 2010 at Glasslands. I think that's the last time I saw you guys in person.
Oh, wow. Glasslands. I
don't
remember that at all.
Yeah. But I can't remember the first time we met. Is it at the Unitarian Church when you guys opened for TV on the radio? Was that 2003, 2004?
2004.
Yeah.
That might have been Boston, right?
Philadelphia?
Yeah. Some church, right? Some church basement.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh, man. You remember that?
Yes, I do.
Oh,
that's
wow.
the first time I met all the TV on the radio guys too. Like that's when I first met Kip.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I love Kip and him.
Yeah. Great guys.
Damn, man. Well, how was it? Did it suck?
No, it was great. We, because we drove down from New York, so we caught like the second half of your set.
Yeah.
But it was great.
Oh, damn, man. Thanks, man. I'm trying to remember. I have very vague memories of that tour. You know, it's like I don't even do drugs, and my memory is like, yeah.
But that's when you guys were Apollo Heights.
Yeah, man.
But no, I fell in love with you guys immediately. I was like, this is unlike anything I've heard. I don't know if I've told you, but when I was first getting into music and stuff in high school, like I wasn't really privy to a lot of, I don't know, we'll say for lack of better term, shoegaze stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, I knew who My Bloody Valentine was. I knew who Jesus and Mary Chain, Cocteau Twins, Lush, I guess, because, all those names are always in like Spin Magazine or Magnet or whatever. But like beyond that, I had never heard like Chapter House or Ride or Slow Dive. I wasn't aware of that stuff till like
really
later on, let alone you guys or A Arcane or Majesty Crush. I wasn't aware of that stuff years later.
Yeah, man. We were trying to get in contact with people like Majesty Crush, man, but the communication back then was just so hard to get in contact with anybody that did anything remotely like we were doing, though,
So you guys formed in like 85, 86?
Yeah, 85, 86, yeah.
What was sort of the scene, the vibe? What was going on where you guys were in North Carolina at the time?
There was a big hardcore scene here at the time.
Okay.
And with Corrosion of Conformity,
yes,
No Labels, like they were the local Raleigh scene of bands that were, coming out of here, when it was kind of vibrant. And we knew a lot of people from high school that used to hang out in, this place called Hillsborough Street. It was like the hip area at the time, the college area. And they had like a place called Sadlac, which was like a hangout, like a Subway shop. Everybody used to hang out there. All the kids would, hang out there afterwards.
Like a spot.
And, people exchanging records and talking about bands and have you ever heard about this before? And there'd be some house party and then you hear some record this money's playing. You said that used to happen a long time, especially on Asher Avenue in this area. There was like, house that used to be like in a punk rock house.
Yep.
And somebody in that house would have like the latest, hardcore record or like, say underground post-punk record,
Yep.
And you get turned on to a lot of stuff like that, especially the little hardcore shows, punk shows,
Yeah.
So we came out of that scene.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like in the 80s, Athens, Georgia got more of the shine as far as like what they had going on as opposed to like other
Oh, well,
states in the South.
yeah, I mean, I guess, to a certain extent, because REM's from there, and whatnot,
Right. Yeah.
Chapel Hill got a little bit of it, Yeah, there's a lot of cool bands, like, man, like Superchunk and,
Yeah.
Dash Rip Rock, Vanilla Trainwreck, Connells, you
Yeah.
know you
Archers
know,
of Loaf.
Archers of Loaf.
Yeah.
Let me see what's other bands in there, man. The young rock, and we just call them young rock bands.
Yeah.
Used to be a band called Egg, Willard, shit like that. Like, it was really
Yeah.
popping back then, man. Popping.
Well, I mean, now you have bands like Wednesday and Sylvanesso, right? Which is cool. What were you guys into besides the hardcore and post-punk stuff? There's a little bit of everything.
Yeah, R&B and stuff like that, man. We look at like we both grew up in church and whatnot, and slow music a lot. So a lot of that stuff like that was played a predominant role in how we, write and what influenced us like that. It's a really healthy musical atmosphere in the area. I have to say that much, But we were
Yeah.
never really encouraged to be musicians by our family, though. Much more so on our own, kind of thing like that.
Oh, wow. Again, you guys got tagged with the shoegaze descriptor, which is fine. I mean, we can go off into tangents about genres and labels and such. But
Oh man, come on.
yeah, I know. I mean, inherently, it has no meaning. I mean, it's like grunge or emo. There's no inherent meaning to the word. I mean,
Oh man, yeah, people call us Living Color for a long, long time, dude. Living Color has done nothing to us.
right.
Yeah, they're actually really good friends of ours, man.
Yeah,
I think
totally.
we played with the Cocktail Twins in Dallas, and before we came on stage, I think after maybe 2 or 3 songs, some guy said "Living Color," and we were like,
no.
"Is that supposed to be an insult?"
Uh,
They're actually doing pretty good, and they're doing damn good.
yeah, for
Uh,
sure.
you know what the deal is, man.
Yeah, totally. We'll get into that later, but yeah. But I always found your sound. Do you guys seem to have more in common with like Cocteau Twins and Massive Attack or Susie and the Banshees? Like,
Yeah,
usually,
of course.
yeah. I felt like obviously you guys are friends and appreciators of other bands in your world, like My Bloody Valentine or whatever. But you
Yeah,
guys seem to have more lineage with those groups from what I gathered at the time.
yeah. We were out at the same time. I mean, it's kind of people say, "Are you influenced by My Buddy Valentine?" And I have to say, in some ways, but not a lot, because we came out at the same time. So I didn't really
Yeah.
find out about him at the same time as I started playing. Later.
No, that makes sense. What were the shows like for you guys in those early days? What was the reception? What was the scene like?
We played a lot of fraternity parties, and when we started getting going, man, because it was this fraternity that was called a Beta House. They were kind of a weird kind of fraternity.
Uh-huh.
And they listened to the Chameleons and all this stuff like that. It was just kind of weird, they weren't shoegaze, but they all listened to that kind of music, and they pushed that music like that, Echo and the Bunnymen and stuff like that. So we had that scene, and then then we began to get a more of a college scene that was outside of that scene, that liked that kind of shoegaze kind of music,
Mhm.
and that crowd would really begin to develop around 87, 88, I say.
Okay.
And you begin to see kids that were into Gothic music and stuff like that, and they were all looking for a place to belong, and they would come to our show, and we check them out, and we all get together and have a great time, man.
That's cool. Did you put out your first release? Was it 90, 91 around then? Your first
No,
release?
93.
Oh,
93.
oh, wow. Okay. So it was a little
We recorded one with Robin Guthrie, the Cocktail Twins, and then they got shelved, and then we went and put that out on our own again,
right.
like about a year ago. And it's called Illuminated, 1989, actually.
Mhm.
So it has all the Robin Guthrie sessions that we did that never came out.
You guys basically reissued it yourselves, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is either put it out now or either do it after we die.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
a little bit of controversy wouldn't be, bad press. You know what I'm saying? Like local band steals on record. I mean, no. Local black band steals music.
Yeah.
Be like, what else we got? We got anything to lose these days?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, look, this decade is built on conspiracy theories anyway.
I mean, it's been nonstop, right?
Oh God.
Was the connection you made with Robin Guthrie when you started playing with them, or
No,
you had?
we got him through A&R lady.
Okay.
We got signed to Capitol Records in '89, and we met him.
So were you having a moment in Europe too after you got signed, or was that?
No, we didn't get to Europe until was it? Back in 1989 with this band called the Colorblind James Experience. And it was when we were recording with Robin Guthrie. It was in the place called the Powerhouse in Islington.
Okay.
That's the only time we played as the original Veldt in there. We didn't hit the UK until we went to with the Chameleons.
Okay.
It was like 2 years ago.
Oh, wow.
So that was definitely a conversation piece, you know. Actually went with Tremors, a friend of ours called Tremors. They're on our label called Little Cloud. We played little small clubs in Italy and in England, 2 places in England. Yeah. We went back with their own stuff, man, with the Chameleons. And that was definitely the experience. Great experience.
Sure.
We played the Brian Jonestown Massacre put us on, man. We played like this big festival in Spain. Oh man, I forgot. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. I can't remember the name of it right now. Yeah, man, it was us. Brian Jonestown Massacre. Not Mercury Rev, but Sisters of Mercy. Yeah.
Was it Primavera?
It wasn't Primavera. God, it'll come to me at some point. We had a good experience too with the Brian Jonestown Massacre, Modern English, Ringo Death Star. Those are all people we've been playing with, you know, lately. You know?
Yeah.
Well, we can't really complain about saying that we haven't had the experience of playing on the road for so long, though, you know?
Cool. I'm just curious as far as like how you started making connections with bands overseas.
Yeah, it started with Robin Guthrie first, yeah.
Okay, so it was basically through Robin Guthrie.
Yeah.
But he championed you guys very early on.
Very much so, yes. Great dude.
It's funny because I wasn't aware of you guys until like the early 2000s, but you know, I wasn't aware of a lot of bands until that point, until the whole sort of post-punk revival happened, and all of a sudden,
yeah.
A lot of bands had their moment in the sun, you know.
Yeah, he said it again.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on the shoegaze resurgence that's happened in the last, you know, you could say 5 years?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some bands like, you know, they're great, man, you know. I knew a long time ago when we started doing this music that it was too good to let go, to tell you the truth. You know, it was like a time like 97, 96, it wasn't even earlier than that, 96. Everybody started just saying that, you know, it wasn't good music anymore. And I just couldn't believe it. And I didn't want to give it up. So, you know, and because I thought it was the music of the future. And I was right about that.
You were.
You know, I felt like, you know, people say, oh, no one listening to that anymore. I'm like, oh yeah, you know. But I knew at the time, even when it came out, it didn't got much attention more than say grunge was dominant at the time. It was here, but it wasn't strong as it would is like getting to be right now. You know what I'm saying? You know, because we played with the best of them, from the Cocktail Twins to the Juice and Mary Chain, and we still don't get like, you know, respect even now sometimes. You know, it's like a astronaut going to a science fiction convention. You know, it's like the guy could tell I really went to the moon. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know, they so hung up about what color you are, they don't really want to hear the stories or the facts, like how the term shoegaze came up. You know what I'm saying? Like how I was there when that term came back as a joke. It was a joke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a compliment. You know, my man used to play in this band called Moose, and he came back complaining that the journalist was making fun of their shoes in a very snide kind of way, something like that. And he called them shoegazers or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I was there when that term came about, and it was scoffed at because it was an insult. Like, you won't do nothing, you know? So now it's actually a genre.
Yeah.
You know? You couldn't give it away a long time ago.
Yeah.
Could not. Because we used to have the same management company as the Juice and Mary Chain in the United States, and the guy that we had, he wasn't any help at all. He just did, you know, in the end, he was just like, we would go into his office and he'd be looking at soap operas. That's how bad it was.
Oh my God.
You know? Yeah, man.
Yeah. But I like how you put it though. There's
but
no
you know what
better
I'm
way.
saying, though, right? It's like,
no, totally.
Yeah, I've seen the Cocktail Twins live. You know, like, you know, I've seen them. I've seen Les live. Seen, you know, all these people, man. You know, but I've been on the same stages as these people. You know, but I would have to die before I get any kind of prize. Right? To be quite honest, I've accepted that fact already. You know, but I do enjoy playing right now. The people that come see us play, I can tell you that it's not an issue in any kind of way. You know, because the music transcends all that kind of stuff. I feel I've seen it from Minneapolis to New York City. I've seen how music changes people and how no one gives a fuck about who you are up there. As long as you just give them good music. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I see when I look into the crowd.
Totally.
It transcends anything. It might sound cheesy, but people need that kind of break right now from all this bullshit. You know, well, just give them 45 minutes of something to make them forget about dumb shit. You know?
Yeah.
So I've seen it. I've seen it happen.
No, and take part in something that's real and relevant.
No, listen, there's some dude called. He said, "Hey, man, you guys remind me of Black Spiritualized." You know, your music moved him. You know, like sometimes Spiritualized has that kind of tendency too.
I mean, when you see a band like that, or even Sonic Youth, there is something transcendent about the whole thing.
Yeah, man, it is. Of course it is. You know, it's what, you know, it's like why they call it dream pop, I guess, because they want to get away from all this fucking reality TV shit. I mean, you get so much reality these days that, you know, people forget about why they watch TV to get away from reality. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It kind of backfiring. You know, you want to watch real life on TV. I mean, I want to watch people stuff like Gilligan's Island, stuff like that. You know,
Right.
I want to get away from this shit. What is Ginger gonna wear today? You know, I don't want to hear about all this bullshit all every day, man. Oh my God,
what crackpot ideas the professor gonna think of today?
Yeah, come on, man. What do you go, Gilligan? Skipper. Yeah, man. I mean, you get too much reality. It's like, when do you have time to get away from shit like that? I guess that's what people want.
Yeah,
we get enough of it on TikTok, man. All I see people fighting, racial stuff, fighting, racial stuff, fighting. It's like it's on a proverbial loop, and all you get. You don't get anymore. You don't get. There's a one day when this lady met him.
Yeah, right. Right.
Give me some of that.
Right. No, it's
you know what I'm saying. I want some of that.
Yeah, give me some classic sitcoms for sure.
Yeah, man. Oh, well, here's a problem. What's my frisbee?
Yeah.
Hey, man, what's my frisbee?
If only our problems could be that simple. But
yeah, man, like it used to be. You know what I'm saying? My Hot Wheels is missing. Those are real problems back then, man.
Yeah.
God damn. Now you got, like, you know, they're trying to shut down this and take out DEI. I'm like, people are just bored. I mean, have we been through this before?
I agree. I mean, obviously things are more amped up now, but I mean, like, everything's always on like a 10-year loop, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah,
man. I mean, well, this is the first time I've been exposed to this genre coming back, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure if it comes back again, I'll be long gone, but I'm saying I can be a part of it. I don't have to really be one of these old black dudes saying, well, I didn't get my flowers. Well, I'm not trying to get my flower, you know, on my grave, but when I'm alive, you know, I can say that I participated in letting people know about it. Even if I don't get props this time, I can let people know what the deal is because I was there, you know? Yeah. And I think people really appreciate that kind of thing then, because the history always goes, well, he lived a long time ago. He never got, no. I'm here now, goddammit. Right. No. Fuck all that. Once upon a time. No, I'm still going to try to get my shit now. You know? But plus, it's fun playing to people, man. I like playing music. I mean, look, man, I went through mad shit in my life, like anybody else have. Divorce, you know, health scares, all this kind of shit like that, you know. But then when the dust settles, you got time for yourself. You got to get on with it, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
You got to get on with it, man. You know, no cosplay and all this bullshit that you know. I mean, look, I wear the same shit every day that I, you know, wake up in. I'm not trying to imitate anything. You know what I'm saying? You know, I think I'm trying to be original most as I can at 60 years old. You know.
Yeah.
I don't think I have to imitate anymore, you know.
Right. Yeah, but you guys have always been authentic. There was never any pretense. It was just,
oh man, ain't no egos here, dude. Not at all.
And that's one of the first things that immediately made me gravitate towards you guys. You guys were so open and welcome, especially to me. You know, I didn't always really feel at home at the scene here in Jersey, but I felt at home around you guys.
Hey man, you always welcome, man, you know.
Sometimes some of your peers weren't always cool with each other, and then, you know, that's not
they were not
to get into now, but you guys were always super welcoming to everyone, which I really love.
I don't have time to have no ego, dude. I don't want to raise that weight, and I ain't gonna be like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come say hello to me. I'm gonna say hello to you. You know, if I can do something, I can. If I can't, you know, how you think I feel? You know?
Yeah. Right.
You know, how you think I feel? You know. Yeah, man. I mean, time is too short to really put on airs like that. I think actually because when I was a kid and I wanted to be a part of something like that, I got exposed to people that were gatekeepers and things like that. And I still do in this age,
Sure.
but I don't think I got to be that way. Somebody got to be a decent person. They let something carry on. You know what I'm saying? What's going to be, what's it going to do to keep your lips closed for something that you're going to be selfish about?
Mm-hmm.
It's how I don't think how music should be like that. It should be for everybody.
I mean, you guys definitely put your mark in the world, because if it wasn't for you guys, I don't think there would have been, whether they want to admit it or not, I don't think there would be a TV on the radio. I don't think there'd be a block party. I don't think there would be a Blood Orange. You know what I mean?
No, Blood Orange. It's hilarious. He's hilarious.
You guys had a large part to do with all that.
I mean, I appreciate that, man. But in some ways, I feel like people like that have always been around. You just didn't know about them, like it.
Right.
I mean, like, one thing about it is that if you're gonna do this and you black and you gotta, I just think you really, really gotta be in it to win it, man. I gotta tell you that much, because you have so much against you already, So you just didn't get the memo that it was gonna be this hard. But something kept me determined in order to meet people like you. If I would have given up a long time ago, like other people said, I'd still be the one saying, "Hey, man, I like you and your brother, man, chasing your dream, man." And I'm like, chasing my dream. I'm like, did you think I was fucking kidding with you when I was at the bar, telling you what I was gonna do? When you put in coke up your nose, did you hear what I said to you? Yeah, I'm chasing my dream. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
So here we are.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I haven't hit pay dirt yet, but I'm like, my goals is to be, just comfortable in my life, dude.
Yeah.
Be comfortable. That's all.
Yeah. No, that's perfect. Anything else for the near future? I know, like you said, you're finishing up some music right now.
Yeah, we have almost like a double album put out. It's gonna be called White Noise Supremacy.
Oh wow, that's heavy.
So gonna do that.
You guys always had amazing album title.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah,
man. It's gonna be called White Noise Supremacy. It's gonna be some real noisy and some real it's kind of sweet stuff too. Because realize, there's a demographic out there that's really being abused. I think it's called, and the women out there are not being talked to, man. It's almost sad how R&B doesn't exist anymore. Have you noticed that?
In the way that you're thinking of, no, it doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, man. And I'm talking to these ladies, man. I'm like, I just feel like they're just betraying people. No one has a concept of love anymore. Everybody wants to be a pimp, a gangster, and a hoe. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I get it, but I'm like, where did that go? Right. that love songs. I mean, it's nothing. Man, I love love songs, man. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I love R&B. But you just don't hear it anymore. It's like it's a shame that no one's really talking like that to people. Well, in the song, it sounds like, "Hey, baby, am I talking to you people?
Yeah.
What are you gonna talk to? Hey, darling, where's that? I can understand if you want to get heavy-handed, but you do what you want to do in your own bedroom. But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
At least entice me with something other than I'm gonna put my foot up your ass.
No, I think a lot of it is maybe partly due to the fact that I think a lot of people just forgot how to write songs.
Yeah, it's very rare.
It's very rare. I mean, it's kind of like a lost art form, Well,
it's like social media has created people that don't know how to interact with people without it. Okay, your mom and your dad, right, didn't meet on the internet. They met each other somewhere, right?
Right.
And they talked and got along, and they said, "Oh, hey, girl," I said, "Hey, dude," like that, right? That's what happened, and they got you, right?
Yeah.
That the art of that doesn't exist anymore. Doesn't seem like it seems it's more complicated.
I was just talking about this with someone just recently. There's
it's art, right? It's art. We know about that, right?
Yeah. There's no third spaces anymore where people get together. All these spaces where people used to congregate and spend time and talk to each other, like they don't exist anymore.
I just said there's some here, but not like the way it used to be, though.
Yeah, where people would just sit for hours and just end up in conversations with people.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Would just randomly talk. It didn't matter who was sitting next to you. You just end up talking. It's like I don't know if that exists anymore.
I would hope it would. Some kind of cafe culture exists somewhere. I think should. I see them I see coffee shops. Everybody rather went to the coffee shop.
Yeah.
Going to the coffee shop. But I used to have friends who used to play at coffee shops a lot back in the day.
That was a really big thing in the late 90s and early 2000s, which I think people are starting to try to bring that back.
Well, man, I mean, I think there's hope for the next generation too. I really think that a lot too, because of this young shoegaze crowd. Look, I didn't see that coming.
No,
I mean, I still did the music, but I didn't know it was gonna be like this.
No, I didn't.
Nope.
It kind of caught me by surprise because, the first time I started seeing a shift was when Dive did not their last album, but their second to last album, Deceiver, where they completely changed their sound from kind of like bouncy post-punk they were doing to just like a straight up
Somebody
dark
somebody got a hold of some 4AD shit and they went.
Yeah, no, that's basically that's exactly what happened. Like all of a sudden they became a 4AD band.
Come.
Right. And then right around that time in the pandemic, like the floodgates open. There's all these 18-year-olds in their bedroom just doing noisy music,
Yeah, man, because when you're 18 years old, you're going through puberty and you feel sad and you want to put something on that sounds like you feel.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I know exactly what it is. You know? And then you're like, well, I can do this shit. Of course you can. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's happening right now. Some kid is in the room, he's depressed, and then he gonna go meet some people in the smoking court that wear all black, and then they're gonna talk about the shit. They're gonna exchange cassettes or Southern Death Cult, or
the birthday party or something.
The birthday party, yeah, that kind of shit, some cold core kind of shit, Yeah, man, that's great.
Anything else, man? Like we covered a lot, which was cool.
Well, right now we're not really doing too much right now. We just we got maybe like 1 or 2 shows coming up, like I said about their festival, the Telepathic Windows thing that we're doing. I have a Dream Pop Festival, which is going to bring a lot of local shoegaze bands, Richmond, Virginia, Raleigh, and New York City. So we're going to be putting that on. It's going to be like a traveling shoegaze festival kind of thing.
That's really
That's
cool.
What's happening right now. And we got a gig in Atlanta, playing a small little gig there, and that's about it, man. And we're just thinking about just finishing the recordings that we're doing right now, which is what I'm doing tonight. I'm going to be doing it in a little bit,
nice.
and just about it, man. Right now, so waiting to see what we might be touring next year in Europe, maybe.
Okay,
maybe, remains to be seen. So
very nice.
Yeah, man. We were trying to work this guy from Anti-Pop Consortium a while back, High Priest, because he did a lot of programming back then for the next record. We maybe try to reach out to him. But we did something with Delic. That is he's like a shoegaze DJ. He did some work on the EP we put out for the tour EP, Spanakopita.
Mm-hmm.
We put that out, and he did the mix on there for Evergreen, but it's going to be on the next record.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he did that. It's Delic is like, you can see it's like kind of feedbacky and distorted kind of things, and so we're looking forward to be working with him pretty soon again.
Nice.
Yeah,
I'll be on the lookout for that for sure.
Oh man, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
that's about it, man. I think we're gonna make some liver and onions.
Very cool.
Yeah. But nice talking to you, though, man.
Yeah, it was great to reconnect with you. It's been a while. Let's catch up again with the new release.
No doubt, we'll do, man.
That was Danny Chavis. Give the Veldt a follow. I'll have all their socials linked at the usual sections. If you're in the Richmond, Raleigh, or New York City areas, catch them at I Have a Dream Pop Festival in October. I know I'll be there. The Basements for Stars is a Caspian Seal production. Intro and outro music by yours truly. Incidental background music by Hits Lab. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you all next time.